Welcome back to F1 2019, guys. Thank you for all of the support on all of the previous videos, including the last one, which didn't go super well, as you might have seen. If you didn't see, don't worry, it was the worst race I have ever had while playing any video game ever. It will be linked down below if you'd like to check it out and endure the pain along with me. But after last race, McLaren not doing super well. However, between parts, we did have to negotiate a new contract for us. I usually like to go in and fiddle around with a bunch of things, but the guys over at McLaren actually accepted my very first offer, so now we are first driver and getting a bunch of bonus resource points. Speaking of bonus resource points, we also got some brand new upgrades fitted to the car, and we had one fail. Finally, our first one failed all season, so that one will be on for next race. And before we do head out on track today, we actually are swapping over our entire engine. Last race, it was really not doing well for us, and we're racing in Spain today, and there's a massive straight, so we need a new engine for that. However, without further ado, let's get on the track, banging a qualifying lap. So I don't want to waste any time. I want to jump straight out onto the track and see what we can do in our bright orange McLaren with our new upgrades, and we're already sliding about. I did notice when we were actually in practice, the new upgrades actually feel really good. I just need to drive well and actually put together a really nice lap for the team, and we should have no problem whatsoever. My only worry is that we're still running a lot more downforce than any other team, and that kind of worries me because of this big straight. It means we can go around a lot of the corners really quick. Like, these are no problem for us, but we are really gonna struggle along that big straight, and I think there's gonna be a lot of overtaking that goes on into that first corner when we get into the race tomorrow. Max Verstappen currently with the fastest lap as I nearly lose the car because I stopped paying attention. I was actually watching a video of Lando Norris actually playing F1 2019, and he was like complaining about a lot of the stuff in the game. Like, you might notice how I have my ERS on auto. He went off on and did some huge rant complaining about ERS in the game. Basically, long story short, he was like, in real F1, you're not fiddling with a switch like 20 times a lap. You just sort of set it and forget it for most of the time, unless you're like doing an overtake. So we've actually dropped down to 8th place. I don't know how Devon Butler in the Pink Panther is actually doing so well. Our car is technically way faster than theirs right now with all of the upgrades we've done, but yet somehow every single race, without fail, they are banging in faster laps than we are. All right, well, let's get going for our second lap. No talking, we've got to bang in a very nice one. So let's go, little bright orange McLaren. We've got to absolutely send it around here. Please don't put me behind any traffic. I think we'll be okay. We're going to be able to use these guys as a nice little slipstream. Thank you, Verstappen. Here we go. This is going to be it. We are very green. We are looking good in the McLaren. Across the line, we go up to P8. Try to stay out of the way of Verstappen. Sorry, bro. I'm going to head right back to the garage. We'll see what place we're in. I hope. That's not bad. Finish it up in 8th place. Mercedes with the top spot, but Verstappen doing really well. And Gasly as well, also trying to not get sacked, all right? This is what I'm saying, though. Look at the racing point. How is he above me? By 0.4 seconds as well. That's insane. Where's Lando here? Oh, Lando's not doing so well. Really not doing so well. Well, to be honest, we are already doing better than we were last race. Providing we can keep it clean off the start, we are set to have a very good race in front of us. So we got Lewis starting up front, Max right behind him. I expect Max is going to be sending it around the first corner on Lewis. He'll probably be leading this race. Leclerc all the way down in 6th. I'm starting in 8th behind my best friend. We will see what we can do with that. Scam Energy locking out 11th and 12th. Lando's really not doing super well. George Russell, though, up in 16th. That's not bad. Weber, though, having a big problem. Okay, that's an interesting grid. I did not expect to see that. Oh, no. We got the 2 pit stop strategy. This is the strategy that I've been complaining about for a little while. So before we do that, it's a 33 lap race. I want 33 laps of fuel in the car. That's not bad. Since we have 2 pit stops, we'll figure out if we'll be okay. Anyways, stopping on lap 5 for some mediums, and then lap 19 for some more mediums. I think that's a good plan. All right, so let's get ready to go for the Catalunya Grand Prix. Lean revs, clutch in, rev it up, and away we go for the Spanish Grand Prix. Turn the car up right away. One of the Renaults gets an amazing start. It's Danny Rick, who's absolutely flown off the line there. What a crazy, crazy start from him. We get our friend Devon Butler. We've actually made up a couple. Actually, no, we're actually still in 8th position. We've just got Devon Butler. God damn it, I thought that was a better move than it actually was. It looked nice, though. Anyways, we've got Bottas hanging it around the outside on Leclerc. We'll see what he can do. Lewis, though, is currently still leading this race. I can see him up in the distance, being chased down by 2 Red Bulls, and then Vettel not far behind them. And I think you can already see where the problem with the McLaren setup lies. It's, yeah, we really need to do some setup work. I need to put some time into that and learn what we need to change. I mean, I don't need to learn. It's just less downforce. It's just a bit silly, honestly, our top speed. I really, really need slipstreams, or everybody in front of me is just gonna walk away with no problem. And I also can't kill these tires, so it's like, I'm in like a lose-lose scenario right now. And I'm also trying to not get destroyed on every single straight like I imagine I'm about to. DRS is disabled. Danny Rick is 1.4 seconds up the road. All right, we need to close that in now. Everybody up here with me is on the soft compound tires, so I would imagine everybody's going to be going for a 2 pit stop strategy. So luckily, in terms of that, we're all going to be in the same boat. But for right now, I just need to make sure Butler doesn't get past, and if I can, try to keep on the back of Danny Rick. One thing I've actually just done is I've come into the setup of the car, and I've actually changed my downforce from 6 wings down to 4. I don't know how long that's going to affect one of our pit stops, but we'll see. Regardless, I've only got another lap on these tires, and then we're going in for our very, very early pit stop. All right, so we're going in. Nobody else has decided to pit on lap 5 with me, I don't think. I think that was speeding. That was speeding every time. And brake really, 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 really early. There we go. All right, lean revs. Try to save some fuel if we can. I don't know how we're using fuel in the pit lane. Actually, we're using a lot of fuel in the pit lane. All right, let's go, 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 go. Clutch in, rev it up. Thank you.
Exit now.
That was good. 2.2 seconds on the pit stop. Very nicely done, boys. Let's go, go, go. Back into the race.
Left in this strategy.
Pierre Gasly is out of the session. It looks like he's getting fired in the video game as well. What happened? If he's actually... Whoa, that's a nice camera angle. Whoa. What's happened to Gasly? Let's see. That would be Verstappen who's leading away. This is going to be Pierre Gasly, who has decided that he doesn't actually want to be in this race anymore. And he's going to go and have some lunch. So now back to what I was doing. I'm currently in last position with nobody around me, actually, which is very nice. Track position, though, is obviously super, super important, and we're going to need to focus on that a lot in this race, I'm feeling. Especially with a 2 pit stop strategy. For the moment, though, it's just drive, drive, drive. People will take pit stops, and that'll be it. First lap out with the new tires, no DRS, no rich revs, nothing like that. We bang in quite a nice lap time. It was kind of crappy through sector 3, but our top speed now along the straight, much improved. I had another rough sector 3. I still get no DRS. Are you kidding me? But that's still one of my fastest laps, or my fastest lap of the Grand Prix so far. I like this new setup. Just one little change, not bad. All right, boys, I could really use some DRS, some slipstream, all of the goodies. Look at that. We are green again on this lap. We're getting faster and faster. There we go. Send it on the Alpha. I'm sorry, buddy. That's not the best place to overtake, but we can't lose Danny Rick. We gotta go. We've got DRS and a little bit of slipstream. It's kind of useless on this corner here. Danny Rick's about to come up to the back of a Williams. Oh, yes. I think this is going to be another fastest lap for me, though. with a little bit of DRS. He's got it as well. That is another faster lap for me. Let's go. I'm within half a second. How is that Williams so quick? Man. Danny. Oh, closing right in. I mean, to be fair, neither of us broke anything, which is all good, but we bang wheels. Sorry, bro. You're just in my way. Come on, boys. Out of the way. Out of the way. You're a Williams. We're not even in the same race as you. This Williams also has a goddamn Mercedes engine. I don't think we're actually going to be able to catch up to him along the straights. Let's see. Come on. Yeah, he's gone. He's gone. He's super gone. Danny Rick's going to come. He doesn't even have DRS. And he's still coming. Yeah, couldn't even close in on a Williams. That's not good. It's okay, though. I don't think Williams actually knows what a wind tunnel is. So, because of that, oh my God. Let me pass. We're not even in the same race. Okay, sending it around the outside. You moron. To be fair, I totally crashed into him, and the crash was entirely my fault. But I will always blame it on the other person because I am a racing driver, and that is what they do. No room to send one on Kubica just yet. I'm getting so slowed down back here. This is so annoying. I'm stuck behind a Williams. Of all cars. There we go. Nice exit on the corner. Little bit of DRS. Does he have it as well? I didn't actually see if he had it. He does have it. But we're quick. We're a quick boy. Finally. Past the goddamn Williams. All right, Kimmy, I thought we would be on you in like maybe a lap or two. No, it literally took 2 corners for us to catch up to you. We are doing well in this McLaren, man. If we weren't getting so slowed down, I would be well up there. Here we go. Here we go. That's close racing there. All right, and around the outside on Kimmy. Nicely done. He tried to block the inside. Outside was wide open, and we are going to walk through that door. Now it's time for another Williams. Teammate is in the pits. Finally, people are going in. We don't get the same sort of corner exit as we did before. We are moving up a bunch of places here past the other Renault. We are in 9th place now. Very good. We're going to send it on Russell. Oh, nope. Don't have room to do that there. Come on, Russell. Out of my way, bro. I'm literally pushing you through the corner. All right, we're a little faster than him. Oh, it's a drag race. Late break battle. Squeezes us a little bit. He did leave us room. Nicely done, Russell. You stay on the okay list as I drive off-road. Anyways, now we've got Bottas in front of us. I doubt we'll be able to catch him, but we got to put some distance in the car. Let's go. It's time for pit stop number 2. In we go. Don't get a penalty, please, please, please. We are coming in right behind Magnussen, who's on the hard compound tires. I assume he's going to be going on to the mediums as well. The Ferrari crew is out there for some reason. That I don't really get. Clutch in, and go! 2 second stop, but then I got held up. All right, well, let's get going back into the race. We're rejoining in 10th position, just in front of the Force India Racing Point. We've got to put some good laps in, though. We've got 13 laps left in this race. I have no idea how many people in front of me, if any, need to make pit stops still. So I've got to assume that I'm actually in 10th position, and I've got to race my absolute little McLaren off. So I think what my game plan is going to be is try to catch up to Grosjean and company in front. When we do, turn the car down to lean revs, allow them to tow us around the track. And then once we're in front of Grosjean, hopefully there will be some people pitting who are up into the distance, and we'll end up somewhere in 7th, 8th. All right, we're already on the back of Grosjean. Lean revs, already engaging our little plan. Oh, Grosjean is going in already. I've got to turn the car back up, and I've got to catch up to Magnussen now, who is up in the road, also on the medium compound tires. I go and set my personal best lap time right there. That's not bad. However, the engineer did just come over the radio and say, I have lost a gear. So that's why the car might be acting a little funky. I think next race, we're actually going to need to take a penalty for our gearbox because this is not going to last another race. This is completely messing with my driving. This is so annoying. We've still got 11 laps in this race. Oh boy. Guys, I got 4th gear back. Yes. Yes, I've got all my gears. Okay, we're good. We're good. Let's catch up to Magnussen and enact our plan again. Oh, great. Oh, great. My DRS is broken now. Oh.
DRS will be offline. There's a fault with the
We're
railway
driving a
system.
broken
Stay
car.
out. We can
Are
work
you
on a fix
kidding me?
remotely.
We've got no gears. We've got a broken DRS system. And if I didn't swap the engine, we would have had a broken engine as well. I feel like a real McLaren, though. Everything is broken on the car. This is the best simulation of F1 I have ever seen. I honestly think Magnussen must have car problems. There is no reason for him to be as slow as he is right now. We're within almost half a second, but again, still no DRS. I can spam the button as much as I want, nothing's gonna happen. Somehow, I'm setting a new fastest lap. I don't understand how I'm doing that when I have 0 top speed right now. Here we go, Mr. Jack and Jones boy. I don't have DRS, but I do have a slipstream. Let's go. Push him. Rich revs. Rich revs. Rich revs. I don't really have much fuel, but back down. Oh, he's locked it up. He's locked it up into the first corner. That is 8th place for the bright orange McLaren. Well, to be honest, I'm really not catching up to Perez by very much. I think it's going to be a pretty simple just hold 8th position, hold Magnussen off if he tries to do any big pushes at the end of the race. And other than that, I think that's going to wrap up our Spanish Grand Prix. We got 3 laps left to go. All right, Max Verstappen is going to be your race winner. Yo, he was really, really far in front. But that's what I was saying. I wouldn't be surprised if Max won this race, and he did. I'm just saying the Red Bulls looked quick, and Max was able to get the win over Lewis. Nicely done. With all of that, though, we are going to finish it up in 8th position. Not too bad. It's where we started. And like, keeping in mind, we've got a very, very broken car under us that lost gears, lost DRS, and like I was saying, would have even had a broken engine if we didn't go and swap the thing. I'm going to be pretty happy with 8th. In the race. That's not bad at all. So it's gonna be Max followed up by Vettel and then Lewis. Lewis dropped 2 spots. No way. So where's our boy Lando? Lando finished just outside the points in 11th. That's not bad. Kimi had a really good race. Grosjean, awful race, down in 15th. Butler, even worse of a race. Started in 7th, finished 17th. So in terms of the standings, nothing's really changing up top. Devin Butler's dropping a couple of positions. And for the constructors, Renault is overtaking Haas. That's not bad. Now, before we end, I do want to go and do some upgrades to the car. So we've got 1,000 resource points. We need to put this into something. And I think, honestly, it's going to be... We can't really upgrade very much stuff, if I'm honest, because we've got a major engine upgrade coming. So that means I can't go and upgrade anything else here. If we want to go with downforce, we actually have department capacity reached here. So the only thing we can actually upgrade is over here. So I guess we'll do it. Weight reduction on the McLaren. I've been saying it feels a little bit heavy, so that's really good. And I think we're also going to get this. All gearbox components will wear slightly at a reduced rate. It's 500 resource points, but if we're not getting drop penalties, grid drop penalties, I think that's going to be worth it. So let's do that. Next race, though, should be a super, super interesting one, especially if we get all of our upgrades onto the car. We will be faster than Renault. Until the next one, though, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys then. Bye!